This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. The weighing is complete. I'm joined by promoter Eddie Hearn.
I've noticed that you wear a lot of Palm Angels. I don't own any Palm Angels. So, if you're watching this Palm Angels, no, I'm joking. What is that? Is that your favourite thing?
It fits.
I didn't know that Palm Angels, because your top says Palm Angels Paris. I didn't know that it was French.
It's not French.
Probably
it's an
is.
American brand.
Are you sure?
Yes, because Paris is on one, LA's on another, London's on another. Do you get the gist of it?
Yeah, I get the gist. Yeah, that's quite unusual. But I have noticed you wear a lot. Is it expensive?
Semi-lumpy. No, I'm not going to start talking about how much clothes are, because all right, I'll tell you what then.
You can just Google it.
No, you Google it. If you tell me how much them white linen trousers are, we can go. Go on.
I've no idea. They
It's
are.
definitely £2,000.
That's Tom Ford. The trousers are Bottega Veneta. Probably, they're quite lumpy. This is Tom Sweeney. Shout out to my tailor. Palm Angel jumper. Wow. This is your exact one. 275 quid.
Yeah, it's not my exact one.
Well, yeah, I like that one.
yeah.
So, yeah, but you've got the because you paid a lot more.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Great plug for 2 minutes for Palm Angels,
Yeah,
by
they're
the way.
probably too big now to send me freebies, but I'll
I have people all the time wanting to send you free clothes.
you never tell me.
No, because do you know what? I'll tell you why. Do you want the truth? It's because I know you don't like posting.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, and also I'm very loyal to Dolce & Gabbana.
Okay.
No, listen, at the end of the day, when you evolve with a brand, and I feel like a lot of the success of Dolce & Gabbana's collections, I don't want to take credit for, but at the same time, we've had a great relationship together, so I feel a huge loyalty to Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah, so loyal you're wearing nothing of D&G right now. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Cut that out. When are you going to retire?
Where's that come from?
I was thinking about it earlier on. I was thinking to myself, like, how long? I was looking at your dad, really, and then I was looking at you and I was thinking, when are you going to call it a day?
I'm only 42.
I know.
I mean, I think the answer to that is, and sometimes, you have that conversation with other people, fighters. I think I did an interview the other day where I think even AJ says, how long would you want me to fight? How long does this go on for? And the answer should always be for as long as you enjoy it, basically. Luke Campbell called me last night to tell me that he was going to announce his retirement tomorrow. Perfect. Doesn't have the hunger for boxing anymore. He's absolutely loving spending time with his family, taking his boys to sport, and, beautiful. I love that. So the answer is, when you lose the passion, when you lose the enjoyment, it's generally the time you should say to yourself, I think I'm done. I would say I don't really want to be like my old man in the respect of he's 73 and he's just, but he loves it and he enjoys it. So if I get to that age and I feel the same as I do now, I would carry on. But I don't see myself going that long. So in answer to your question, I don't know. I don't see myself doing this in my 50s and 60s, quite frankly.
50's only, what, 8 years away for you?
It's a long time, mate. 8 years is a long time. But I think, listen, I don't know. I mean, I think whilst it's difficult, because if I was a normal person, then I would say, yeah. But when you're in this type of physical condition, and a lot of people say to me, how you thought, you're so fresh and you're ripped to shreds and you're just a machine. But how long will that last for? What are you laughing at?
Sorry.
I like, sometimes, if you hadn't laughed there, people would have actually thought I was being serious. When I go about the modelling contracts and stuff like that, and I do it seriously, and you don't comment, people, I think, do go, is he?
He means it.
Yeah. I don't know. You get bored, don't you? What are you going to do? You know, say that I retired at 50. To do what? I mean, it's not a lot. My life is boxing. My life is this job. My life is this business. You know, I love spending time with my family. I love going to the beach. I love a game of golf, but not every single day. So I think you just expand and do different stuff. I love content. I love making content, and I would love to be more involved with formats and documentaries. And you know, we've got some big chats going on about at the moment about some really interesting stuff. Just I want people to see what goes on in this world. Because you know, have you seen Drive to Survive on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Okay, watch it. It's basically the behind the scenes for Formula One. But when I talk to producers and production companies about behind the scenes for boxing, I just say, you have no idea. Because you know, well, I mean, the dramas of what goes on fight week, and
Well, I've always said the
but
best.
everyone would have to be on board. Because if you're going to produce something like that, everyone, like when someone breaks down and gets COVID, or you know, is injured or out of a fight, or misses weight, or is crying on everybody has to be on board to capture that content. Does it make sense? So I feel like we could do the most incredible show of that behind the scenes, you know, stuff that you just don't see, but everyone would have to be on board with it. You know, like when I do an interview with Rob Tebbett before I do one with you, and you literally, you know, you break down and you start throwing things around, you have to be open to letting people film that.
Sorry, when did that happen?
All the time, just earlier.
What happened, Ed?
You came up to me and you went, as you do, Ed, quick one. And I went, to be honest with you, I did Rob last yesterday, so I'm going to do Rob Tebbett first. And you went, you're joking me, mate. You're joking me, mate. All these years I've been supporting you, you know, and just walked off.
Do you want people to know the truth about that story, right? So I turned into you, right? I didn't actually ask you.
What, son?
I just turned into you over there. I didn't actually ask to do an interview. You assumed I did and went, I've just got to do Rob Tebbett first, and then I'll come to you.
You didn't want to interview me today.
No, but then after you said that, I thought, well,
We just established, do you want this or not? You want
I want it. I want it now.
You want this work?
Anyway, that's another one of Eddie's fucking whatever stories. Anyway, let's talk about the card. Obviously, got over yesterday. Have you spoke to Conor Ben?
Yeah, spoke to him last night. Spoke to him this morning. Feels good. I think a lot. Sometimes it's quite psychological, isn't it? If you know you have COVID, you're just kind of sitting there waiting to feel ill. But you know, at the moment, doesn't really feel it bad. I guess mentally, probably not 100%. Just going to monitor it. We're getting PCR tested again on Monday, and then we'll make a decision. August 14th. You know, it's soon. But he could be ready. But I think realistically, Leeds September 4th. You know, it wasn't planned for that card, but if it does happen, you're going to get Warrington Lara, Katie Taylor, Jennifer Han, Conor Ben against Granados, Maxi Hughes against Straffon, and much more. Glad the weather's picked up anyway. Absolutely pouring down at fight camp here. So yeah, Leeds it would be huge for Leeds, and I said to Conor, you know, you'd be fighting in front of 20,000 at Headingley. So, but he does want to fight as soon as possible, but he has to follow the isolation rules, and we'll see what happens.
Can you just make a comment on like the ticket procedure? What happened? Did you get many back?
No, about less than a dozen. I think obviously people wanted to watch Conor Ben, but at the same time people want to come to fight camp. People want to experience this. It's the best card in my opinion, top to bottom of the 3 weeks. Some people switched to the Boazzi card. So yeah, just ready to go, and a really good card. I know, you know, we're missing Ben Granados, but this is a really, really good card, and I think you're going to get a great night of action.
Do you think people just maybe rock up here just because you're here?
No, they know you're here.
No, I didn't ask about it.
No, it's you. I think a lot of it is people want to experience fight camp. It's a very unique ticket. I mean, you've been rocking around here all week. I mean, the weather's not going to be like this tomorrow, obviously.
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
And, you know, it is a unique ticket. To be fair, and I'm not joking about you and me, but in here tomorrow night, this is where everyone will be. So you'll have, you know, you've got Maya Jama, you've got Laura Woods, you've got me, you've got Bellew, you've got Barker, you've got Andy Lee, you've got a load of other guests, big names from the world of sport and music and television. And it's just, it's almost like it's an elite hospitality event. It's 250 tickets. No, I know people said, oh, you're not making it accessible to the fans. No, I'm not, because it's not. That's not what this show's about. It's 250 tickets in my back garden. So, when we've got 65,000 tickets at Tottenham, they start from £50 or 60, whatever it is. So, we'll have a lot of fun in here tomorrow night. I promise. Anyone that comes to Fight Camp, and week 2 is virtually sold out. If you haven't got tickets to week 2 or 3, get involved. And you're going to be in here having a little beer with me and a bit of grub and watching some great fights.
Am I allowed to roam in here tomorrow then? Yes.
But you have to socialise with people, because I might as well use you to my advantage in that respect, because I think there are some people that would like to talk to you. So
it's a backhanded compliment if I have ever heard one.
I'll just put it in layman's terms. I'll give you free drinks if you do like a little appearance for me.
I've seen the drinks here, by the way.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Like, what you doing? Is that for the whole 3 weeks, by the way? Okay, I was going to say, because like the drinks here. Yeah. Anyway. Wow.
Big bars we got. I mean, we got everything. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, I want to come and mingle tomorrow as well. Yeah, I want to mingle, but I also want to do my thing.
You can do your thing, yeah. But anyone that's coming to Fight Camp, you will get to mingle. I mean, that is massive. If you were concerned about the tickets, wow.
Can we show people?
This is the storm that's just coming today.
Wait, look, hold on. Oh my God.
I will say that if that happens tomorrow, we do have a problem.
Have you got a backup to this?
To be honest with you, with the ring, you're fine if it's raining. With the ring and the rain, you're fine if it's raining. You don't want wind. And the wind's low tomorrow. And actually, it says from the afternoon it's going to be clear. So, listen, maybe it will be a complete roller coaster. We've ordered ponchos. We've got umbrellas. You'll be in here having a nice drink.
Have you ever seen rain like this, ever? Be honest. In this country, look.
Yes.
Oh, look. What are you talking about? Mate.
Well, so it's only a downpour. I mean, what do you think? I've just turned up in the UK.
I'm not saying that. No, but look, have you... I've not seen rain like this.
Look, what are you talking about? I've been on this earth for 42 years.
Is this safe where we are? Ed, seriously, like...
Oh my God. Have you ever seen rain? Yeah, we live in Britain, mate. A lot. Not often in July, but yeah.
Any more updates to tell us? Obviously, we spoke yesterday about your plans for you're waiting on the Canelo situation to work out other fight dates.
No, I spoke to Sal last night a couple of times, and we're just looking to make the... when I say that, yeah, everyone puts in the comments, don't they? Eddie, I spoke to AJ last night, or Eddie... But I did, so I don't know what else to say. Spoke to Sal a couple of times last night, and I think the decision is, do we go September 18th? So, but it's 7 weeks tomorrow. So it's any day that decision has to be.
And Bivol?
I think Bivol's the fight. I think he's ready. Obviously we promote him. We've spoken to Vadim, his manager, and Andrei Rybinski, World of Boxing. They want the fight. They've been looking for that breakout fight for some time. I think it's a really, really good fight, a tough fight. So we'll have to see.
You mentioned it, but Luke Campbell, great career Luke Campbell had.
Great career, great guy, lovely family, won Olympic gold. I said to him last night, when he lost to Ryan Garcia, I wanted him to have another run at 140, because I feel like he was really unlucky. He boxed Jorge Linares. I felt he won that fight. It was a really close fight for the world title. Then he boxed Lomachenko. So he never really got, and the Linares fight was in Los Angeles. He never really got the chance in a 50-50 or a fight that he was the favourite in to win a world title. And part of me wanted him to have a little run at 140 to see if we could win a title, especially with the Josh Taylor belts become fragmented and stuff like that. But I just think it was a heart thing, it was a desire thing, where he just said, it's not that his heart's not in boxing anymore, but I just think he says, I feel like I've done it, and I think coming off the back of COVID, it's changed a lot of people's mindsets and perceptions about what's important in life. So a lot of people have spent extra time with the family, which is great, and I think coming through that have kind of gone, I enjoyed that, that's what my life should be about now. And I think that's what happened to Luke. I just think he said, I've really enjoyed spending time with my family. He's got businesses. He does so much for the community in whole. He's got gyms. So, you know, and as I said, when you said to me earlier, when do you retire? The answer is when the love goes and when the desire goes, because you can't be at the top of your game if you don't have that passion and desire. You can wing it, right? And I don't know with you, you know, are you still hungry? Are you still hungry? Now, you have a daughter now, you have a family, and you may get to a point in a few years' time, the sun's out now, look, told you, it'd be lovely. You may get to a point in a few years' time where you go, I don't want to...
You started there.
Did I?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Well, you moved it, you took it over there to film the rain that you've never seen before in this country. Amazing. So
Carry on.
you may say in a few years' time, I don't want to be on the road every week, missing my daughter, you know, I don't know, playing tennis or horse riding or gymnastics or whatever. And that's when, and I think, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I have no intention of slowing down at all.
You're still hungry.
Absolutely, but
Still-
I need
does
to.
it-
I need
does
to
it-
divide time.
When you hit those numbers, you know, does it still give you a little twinkle in the eye?
Of course it does. I high five myself sometimes when we've hit good numbers.
You don't really, do you?
Yeah.
What you go? What do you do? Like, oh, 80,000 views. Woo! That's what you do.
That's going to be a meme, by the way. No, if we hit good numbers, I would like give myself a little come on.
yourself?
Yeah, come on.
Do you
That's it,
talk
cool.
to yourself a lot?
In the car? I do. Yeah.
Loud or not?
No, I talk to myself like I'm talking to you now. Yeah.
So you'll be in the car and you'll go,
I look
Or-
in the little.
what? And you go,
mirror.
all right, Cook, how you doing? Do you really do? You don't do that, do you?
No, I talk to myself. Also,
Actually, does it come out your mouth, or because everyone talks to themselves?
here's one.
internally, don't
All right,
they? So I will
okay.
say
Here's
to
a better
myself,
one.
Come on, Eddie. I won't go. I won't look in the mirror and go, "Come on, Eddie." You know, but I will say to myself, "Come on, pull yourself. Let's crack on. Let's do this." But I won't walk up to the mirror like you and go, "Hi, how are you?" and just have an actual conversation.
Did you hear what I said? I said
You
when I'm
should
in the
when
car,
you're in
so I
the car,
don't
look in
walk.
the
I don't walk up to the mirror in a
You
car,
look
do I?
to the mirror in the car and have a conversation with yourself. The only thing I'm concerned about is that out loud. When you have a conversation with yourself, you don't need to be looking at yourself because you're not actually interacting with it. That's just a reflection. It's fine.
Made this sound weirder than what it is. I just mean like if I'm in the
I
car.
think there's a lot of
Be
people
like-
listening who will think it's quite weird that you look in the mirror and have a chat.
Look in the mirror because I'm obviously driving, and but I'm just saying I'll glance in the mirror and go, "Cool, you all right? Yeah, you all right? Yeah."
What, out loud?
But I'll tell you something I did do. Listen, my daughter's 5.5 months. When I'm in the car, I do talk to her, as in no, like full-blown conversations. Yeah.
But that's a person. That's your daughter. That's actually going in. I mean, that's a good thing to do, even at that age. What is a little bit more worrying is that you looking into a mirror and going, "All right, Coog, you all right?" What you just said, because that's
Obviously, I don't do that.
what you said.
No, obviously I don't. You just said you look yourself in the mirror and
I don't.
You
I
don't?
don't look myself in the mirror and have a conversation. I will have a conversation with myself to try and, you know.
Go on,
whip
give me an
myself up.
example now of
Okay.
like, go on.
With Conor Ben, you know, yesterday when you get news like that and it just fucking, you just think, what? You'll say, listen, fuck everything, this is life, you crack on, stop sulking, get over it, and let's go to work. You've got a great card. No, I don't. And I don't high-five myself either. But I just say, you've got an unbelievable card, you've got unbelievable production, you've got the best team around you, you're the number one. Let's smash this out of the fucking park. But I don't do that to a mirror. That's what I'm saying to you.
So what? You're just standing there in the middle of the room
saying
like a
it
donut.
internally.
What? You're standing there like that. If you're looking
I'm
into a
not
mirror,
standing there like that. I don't have to stand there like that and go, come on, come on. I just go, right, it's just, you're having a
if
conversation
you're
with your
looking
mind.
in the mirror, it's almost like that's your focal point, isn't it? Otherwise, it's just a div in a room, like going.
There's no one around. You're not just walking around going. But you don't need to look. You can just sit there and it's internal thoughts. You're just digesting what's happened, what you need to do to move forward. The fact that you do that to a mirror. But it's the difference between in this conversation is I'm talking to myself to resolve a problem and reset my mind. You're just having a conversation. That's the strange thing. I go, right, this has happened, come on, we need to do this, do this. You go, all right, Coog, how's it going, son?
No, I don't do that. No, it's not a social conversation with a mirror. I'm just saying...
But do you answer back as if there was another person?
No, I'm not that weird.
When you said you're driving and you look in the mirror and you go, all right, Coog, how's it going? Which is really weird. Do you then go, yeah, not too bad, mate, how are you? And then go back over there and go, yeah, good.
Made this into a big nothing, by the way. Obviously, I don't do that, but I'm saying if I'm going to talk to myself, it'll be in the mirror because I need to be looking. I need a focal point.
Well, I think we've done 10 minutes on that. We have established that is quite strange.
I answered some questions about you, by the way, for your guys.
Oh, really?
They asked me.
Instagram docs.
Well, they asked me if I was just honest, to be honest with you.
Thanks.
I said basically you've winged it for the last 10 years. Is that?
I don't think I've winged it for the last 10 years.
Learned on the job?
I think everybody learns on the job. That's the way that you actually get to the top, is by learning on the job. I definitely winged it in the early days. But now I'm genuinely the best by a mile. But back then, yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what I was talking about. Same with you, mate. Same with you. I think now you genuinely know what you're doing. But there was a long period of time where you had absolutely no idea and you were just turning up. Because the difference is now, a lot of people are doing it, and you're still number one. Whereas when you started, there was no one even interested in doing what you were doing. You were the only people doing it. So it's very easy to be good when you're the only show in town. But when you're the number one show in town, that's an achievement. And you are, to be fair to you, right? Strange at times, but you are the number one show in town. Look, Rob Tebbett's over there. He's sort of, and I have to say, Boxing Social coming on real strong. He'll tell me that there are numbers that are better than yours, probably. I don't know, you know. So I know you two kind of pretend you like each other, but really, you know, I know because you both slag each other off behind each other's backs. But genuinely, at the moment, I think it, you know. Although I will say, I noticed yesterday, you know, DAZN has 2 million YouTube subscribers. DAZN is the biggest YouTube channel for boxing. It's very impressive.
Can I just say one thing? And we
to me or to the mirror?
No, but we wouldn't bracket ourselves like DAZN or a broadcaster. So if you're an independent boxing channel, yeah, like him over there, me, Michelle, whoever, that's our gang. That's where it is. We can't compete with literally millions and billions.
In terms of boxing content, right? Listen, you break down those different genres, don't you? So you say, like, for instance, if you want to break that down, it's bloke walks around with camera. Okay, that's your genre and you're number one. Well done. Boxing content. Your face. Anyway, boxing content.
Can I just ask you one thing,
What?
my man here? What did I describe my job as earlier on? Can you just...
Boxing man with camera.
What? Did I not say that?
Ask me again.
What did I describe my job title as to you earlier on?
You did say I just walk around and I could film and ask questions at the same time.
There you go. Thank you. So I already said that, so you don't have to say that.
No, but, well,
It's
we're
a horrible thing to say, to be honest with you.
repeating the thing that you said.
No, but you didn't know that I said that. So that
I was actually joking, but the fact that you said that just goes to show that. But what I was getting at is, in terms of boxing content, DAZN are by far the biggest, right, in YouTube. No, but what I'm saying is, don't worry, keep your knickers on. In terms of independent, it's the best way to describe it, rather than geezer walking around with camera. Independent boxing content reporter guy or platform, you are number one.
Thank you for that last comment. All I was going to say is, if I had the money you lot had, I can't tell you you're number one.
Who's the best promoter in the world?
You are definitely the best promoter here today
you've got no
at
boss.
Matchroom. What?
You've got no
Why
bottom.
would I say that though? Why would I say that?
People want you to be truthful.
But also,
But you just sit on the fence.
yeah,
You're a
but to be honest with
company
you, no, I'm not. What company man am I then?
man. No, but I'm saying you're just like one day you're like, you know, I'm just asking you. The fans want to know. Fans watching this. Let's ask KUGAN. Let's ask him across social media. In his opinion, who is the number one promoter in the world?
I don't think you've been in it long enough to make that claim.
Absolute bollocks. Who is the number one promoter in the world right now? In the world.
I'd say you were
Bearing in
one
mind-
of them. No,
bearing
what?
in mind, we're the only promoter that promotes globally. Who is the biggest global promoter in boxing? Don't worry, you don't have to answer it.
I'm not going to answer it.
The fans want to know.
Do they?
What your
Why don't you put a poll on your own social media and ask
need
them?
a poll.
You don't need a poll, no?
Need a poll.
Okay. One thing that hasn't slowed down is your fucking ego, mate. I swear. It's mental.
You know, I'm a humble guy.
Yes. Anyway, Edward, this has been rather
Quite random.
random, but good. Well, best of luck. The rain has stopped.
Yes, good. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe it because I've never seen rain like that before in the country.
How drastic was that rain?
It lasted for 2 minutes,
It was still drastic.
and you've never seen rain like that.
I've never seen rain like that, no.
Good. Tomorrow night, fight camp, live on DAZN, baby. Enjoy it.
Tune
By
in.
the way, enjoy the production. I mean, don't forget, this is the debut for Maya Jama, debut for Laura Woods, debut for Tony Bellew. You need me, Dale? No, I need All right, go on. Yeah, and debut for Chris Lloyd, because Mike Costello's got 2 weeks in the Olympics and he's back for week 3. You're going to love some bits. You might not be sure about a few bits, but we're doing this for you. This is our attempt. We asked for this. We wanted to change the game, or game changed. Tune in tomorrow night. If you haven't subscribed to DAZN, do so now. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the production. Give us your feedback. Let's go, baby. And if you're out there, and if you like talking to yourself in the mirror, out loud, it's okay. I'm going to do it tonight.
Just tell yourself you're a machine in the mirror. It will make you feel better.
I probably have done that before, like what I said before, internally. Maybe not Ed, you're a machine, but
I just think it's weird to stand in the middle of a room in your house and start going, yeah, Ed, get yourself through that, mate. Wake up tomorrow morning, go and fucking smash it.
No, because you wouldn't hear it. You don't do all hand signs while you're talking to yourself. So, like, I don't go, oh, you're unbelievable, fucking, come on, son. Like, while I'm walking around, I just sit there and you don't have to move because you're talking to your head. All right. Forget the poll about who's the best promoter globally. Can we just have some replies on social media, okay? When you talk to yourself, because everybody talks to themselves, right? Is that agreed? In some way. Because you talk to yourself in decisions. What am I going to wear today? That's a conversation with yourself, right? When you talk to yourself, is there anyone out there that talks to themselves out loud to their reflection in the mirror?
All right, if that's weird, then I must be weird. What do you want me to say?
Mate, it's not. I'm not.
No, I'm not having it. Do you know what? I ain't coming tomorrow.
Good. Oh, hold on.
I was joking, mate. I was
Some
joking.
people are coming and they might want to see you, so you need to come.
Eddie.
Yeah, I'm interested to know.
All right.
You're trying to get rid of me now. Goodbye.
No, this is going to run out, and I want to cut you off on a nice positive note.
Okay.
So thank you. Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Can you tell us about SBX Studio? I really want to know about it.
Well, we're delighted to be starting this new venture with SBX Studios, of course, across our Instagram and Facebook. It's all about driving new content to subscribers and my followers and giving them an inside look into the world of Matchroom, our fighters. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us. SBX Studios, a fantastic production company and content business, of course, involved with Soapbox and Anthony Joshua as well, of who we have some blossoming relationships with outside of the ring, and it's a real honour to be working with them on this exciting new project.
Thanks for that, Eddie.
Thank you.